Hi guys, this is day number 130 of my 365 live stream challenge. Whoa, it's a lot, yes. And yeah, we keep going with Software Startup Workshop series, September series. And let me switch my screen to my agenda slide. So basically we went through first two stages. We are now on the project roadmap. Let me enlarge it a bit. So all this stage is to collect all the necessary information so that in the next stage we can put proper specifications together that we'll use for estimation and for the development stage, put the necessary notes and requirements to the design and UX UI of our software, and also put the necessary information notes so that our developers can do a proper oversight, technical oversight, and find out where are some technical risks, which features are fine, or which features we need to skip because they are not technically feasible at all for the MVP. And these are three things that we need to do after this stage, and for these three things we need to go over project roadmap with our client on the second day of our live session, 4 hours. And yesterday we stopped at non-functional requirements, so today our next step is to talk a bit about risks checklist. We call that step actually preliminary research. So after a live session, we will onboard 2 developers into our workshop and ask them to research a couple items. They will do some experimentation, some playing with these APIs or this UI widget or some library to prove that it's possible and to get an idea how much effort it will take so we can do better and more accurate estimate for our client. That's why, in order to do that for them, we need to prepare a list of obvious technically challenging features together with client on our live session. This is exactly what this step is about. In most cases, this step doesn't take much time. We're just basically listing things, and to make things simpler, we prepare the dedicated checklist for our client. So we go over together and find out whether one or another item on this checklist is present within our software product idea. So the checklist in preliminary research is external services and the APIs. Are we going to have any kind of API integration? It might be like Facebook Connect feature, login with Google. It might be if it's Facebook management software you're creating. It's a lot of APIs. We need to research a lot. We need to learn their documentation to see if all we want to do is possible through that API. Yeah, like that. And after that, we go to the second item in our bullet checklist: complex data collection, imports, migrations. Some of our clients come to us with their existing software or Excel, data in Excel or some other formats that they want to migrate to their new software. This is where we ask our developers to go in, use that data and see how complex can we use that data, can we open the files, how hard it will be. So basically here we just put the note, we go over every list item here in our worksheet. It's still the same requirements SSW, and we say yes, we have this, no, we don't have it. If we have this yes, then we explain what specific items are part of this checklist item. So complex data collection. The next complex feature might be in any kind of software. If it's there, it's complex. You should know. Virtual or augmented reality. If your idea has this component, you should know it will take a lot of times, and we need to do upfront research to make sure that we understand the complexity and maybe the amount of efforts. Machine learning and artificial intelligence is another item which is very common these days. Most of the popular businesses are starting integrating this or another kind of machine learning and artificial intelligence components. When you are at MVP, I would recommend you avoid this for now or reuse some external APIs for that, so you don't need to spend hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars on that component, because this is time consuming, complex, requires specific knowledge, skills, and it takes a lot of time and money. So we need to understand, if you want to have that, okay, we go to our worksheet and say yes, we have artificial intelligence, machine learning component. Yes, we have it. We want to identify faces from my webcam video, for example, or I want to put autopilot on my bikes rental business. Yeah, something like that. And it's all about data science, data collection, big data, and machine learning. And we put this here. We don't do any investigation yet. It's just preliminary research. We just see what kind of these items are part of our component, and with that list we will give to the developer. So let's get back to the list and finish it. Big data, high load. If we have machine learning, in most cases we need big data as well. Machine learning is possible only when you have a lot of enough data, millions of rows of different kind of data, and also high load. It's also part of that. High load might be of two different types. High load because you have so many users. Usually it's not a problem for the MVP yet, but you might have a company with hundreds of people and they need to use this simultaneous, and then might be the high load straight away for the MVP. But if it's tech startup for sale, usually you will start with a small amount of users, so it's not that issue. But the second type of high load problem we might face is when we have a big data, we have a lot of data collection, imports, migrations, a lot of APIs to connect in the background, and this is the other type of high load, just using resources of your servers at production. In most cases this is solved by enlarging the hosting, but again it depends on the situation. So high load is about using the computer resources a lot and have multiple a lot of users in parallel. Do we have this? Yes or no? We get back to worksheet and put yes or no. If yes, again, we need to specify what specific things are about big data, where we need to collect this data, how we need to, what we need to do with that data, and what kind of big data processing we need to do. Internet of Things and hardware integrations. If you just have printer scanner, that's simple. But if you want, like you're owning a manufacturing company and you have these pedals, some specific buttons there, and you need to integrate your software with some hardware devices, unique. And in that case, we need to put this into our preliminary research checklist as well, so the developers can research your devices and say, okay, there are existing drivers, or no, we will have to develop drivers for hardware as part of this MVP as well, and this will take this in that amount of time approximately. And final thing is complex visual functions. If you want to build, for example, like website builder, some drag and drops, some complex maps, for example, we've been doing like a couple of years ago, been workshopping for one of my friend, like a mobile app for climbers, where we would let them draw the climbing routes on the rocks, and it was kind of more complex functionality on the UI. So this is where we say that it's complex widget, it's complex visual function. So we need also to research, do we have any available libraries there, or maybe we'll need to write JavaScript code from scratch. And this kind of task requires some extra couple hours of work from our developer after live sessions, part of workshop, to make sure we can do this and to make sure how much efforts it will take. So this is our checklist. In some specific unique situation, there might be some extra other things which are not which are pretty unique to that specific software idea, which are kind of technically challenging functions. But in most cases, this list is enough. We developed this list from all the experience we have from 200 projects, and this is enough. With that list, we are ready to move to the next step, and this list we will reuse in the next software blueprint stage, specifically at technical oversight. This is here we're just doing preliminary research, and here is like full technical oversight. We're doing code spikes. I will tell you exactly what we will do in the next big stage of our workshop. So guys, this is all for now for this live stream. Thank you for watching. I hope that's useful. If you have any questions left regarding risks checklist step of our project roadmap stage, please comment below this video. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow, and remember, people,